Baxter Springs last week 24-0. In fact, Caney Valley runs mostly a wishbone, very run-based. They'll be going with a freshman quarterback tonight as their regular quarterback was injured. So we will look for a battle of the lines tonight between the offensive and defensive lines as both teams are very run-heavy. It's about 50 degrees here at game time. And as you can see, we're out here for the flip of the coin. Very good crowd here at Prairie View on the Prairie View side. Caney Valley had to travel 90 miles, not yards, 90 miles north to get here, so they are the road team. And they did win the toss, Caney Valley, but deferred, so Prairie View will be receiving. Where Caney Valley's got some big players. As I said, it's about 50 degrees at game time, and we're expecting about 38 degrees by fourth quarter. And Prairie View will receive to start this district playoff game. Again, the Prairie View Buffaloes 8-0 on the season. Caney Valley 5-3. Joey Gray and Buddy Eisenhower are back deep for the Buffaloes. Very glad you could join us tonight, folks, on the first live stream ever for Prairie View High School. And what a game to do it on. And here's the kick. And it'll go into the back of the end zone where Prairie View will take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Justin Scott will take over as the quarterback for Prairie View, a senior. 624 yards on the season passing, 10 touchdowns, only 1 interception. And, of course, the Buffaloes are highlighted by Hunter Boone in the backfield and some Otis Taylor running as well. Hunter Boone gets the first carry for the Buffs. Second down and 7 for the Buffs. Heading towards the north end zone. Looks like they've got a spread of receivers here. And they give it to the workhorse, Hunter Boone. It's going to bring up a third down for Prairie View. About a third down and 5 for the Buffaloes. As we expected, Prairie View would come out run heavy. But look for Justin Scott to also change it up a little bit. They do spread it out. 2 receivers wide. Otis Jacobs is on the carry for the Buffaloes. He's quite a rambler. I tell you, he can get in there and take that ball. It's going to be 4th down and 1 for the Buffs. Let's see what formation they've got. And it looks like they're going to either go or possibly do a pooch punt. We'll see. High snap. They do a punt. And looks like somebody got a hand on it there. It's going to be down right at the 26 around there. And Caney Valley is going to take over with excellent field position. So it's time for the Buffalo defense to come out on the field and see what they can do. Great field position for Caney Valley. They've got a big offensive line and they're run heavy, as you can see. In the wishbone. And Hunter Boone on both sides of the ball for the Buffaloes this year has stood out on both sides of the ball. Freshman quarterback Deron Davis is in for Caney Valley. There's a handoff. Looks like it could have been a fumble. We'll see if they downed it. Looks like they are calling it downed. Bodie Eisenhower right there. That's a name you're going to hear a lot tonight as well for the Buffaloes on defense. 3rd down and 1 for the Bullpups. Boy, busting right through the line. Eric Kaiser on the carry. He'll be the one that you can also count on his name being said a lot tonight. A couple of scratches on Caney Valley's starting team from injuries. But so far it doesn't seem to be affecting them. They're running the ball. I think it was Tanner Rose on the carry. It's going to bring up a 2nd down for Caney Valley, knocking at the door here at about the 6-yard line. And a good stop there by the Buffaloes. Looks like Tanner Rose was on the carry. Colby Garrettson with the stop for the Buffaloes. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Knocking at the door are the Bullpups at the 5-yard line. Prairie View's got a 3rd down stand here. They're going to have to make. Gained it off. Looks like he made it through. Kaiser was with the carry. Eric Kaiser's a senior running back, and he gets the touchdown for Caney Valley, so they will strike first. We've got 7:19 left on the clock, and for the first quarter, that is, and lining up for the point after. Eric Kaiser will attempt it. And he puts a bullet right through the uprights. So we've got 7:19 left in the first quarter. And Caney Valley has struck first. Boy, for Prairie View's offense to get going, Hunter Boone is your man. He's got 965 yards rushing on the year, 16 touchdowns for the Buffaloes. Certainly not the only one. Bodie Eisenhower and Damian Klein also do some running for the Buffaloes as well. But Hunter Boone is the main focus for this Buffalo team. Second all-time leading rusher, Prairie View history. Joey Gray and Bodie Eisenhower are deep as the kickoff goes. And they'll let it go through for the touchback. Prairie View will take over again at the 20-yard line, down 7-0 here in the first. Justin Scott, the senior quarterback for the Buffaloes, has had a pretty good season. Passing yards about 78 yards a game is what he averages. And again, Prairie View, a very run-heavy offense. And look at that go. Right around the corner. Damian Klein, another one for Prairie View, who can run that ball. Damian's run for 487 yards on the season. Averages 5.87 yards a carry. And that was a big gain. 1st and 10 for the Buffaloes, 43-yard line. As they line up. One wide receiver on each end, out wide. Looks like Otis Jacobs gets the carry, and he rumbles ahead for a good gain. About 6, I would say, on the 5 to 6 on the run, on the gain. Brings up a second down for Prairie View. We at the 48-yard line. 6:46, the clock is running in the first quarter. 2 wide receivers out. Jacobs in the backfield, and Damian Klein gets the ball.
Damian Klein with the carry. He's brought down by number 22, Praire. And number 1 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, he gained 1 on the play. 3rd and 4 from the 49-yard line. And as predicted, we haven't seen a pass yet, but that is in the playbook for Prairie View. Every once in a while, you'll see them come out with a play action. Here's a handoff to Damian Klein again, and he rumbles ahead, fighting for yardage. It is going to bring up a 4th down, though. It looks like it's about 4th and 3 from the 49-yard line. We've got 5:44 left here in the first quarter. .5:30 and running. Hand off to Klein again. And nope, it's a turnover on downs. And Caney Valley gets the stop on the Buffaloes. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 5:19 to go here in the first quarter. And the wishbone. Continuing to run the ball. That was Eric Kaiser on the carry. Kaiser's their second man. They have Ben Nunnally, who is not here tonight, who is also a strong runner for the Bullpups. And it looks like Eric Kaiser will be getting a lot of the load tonight. He does. He gets a pitch out. Going around the end. There's a flag on the play. And he's run out of bounds. We'll see what the call is. Looked like it was in the backfield of the Bullpups was the flag. And it is a holding on the Bullpups. So wipe out that gain by Eric Kaiser, but you can see he's quite capable of running the ball for the Bullpups tonight. 4:40 left here in the first quarter. And here comes a spread formation for the first time, and actually we've got a whistle. It looks like a false start on the Bullpups. So 2 straight penalties on Caney Valley will move them back even more. It's going to be second down at about a mile for the Bullpups. We've got 4:39 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Caney Valley on top from the shotgun. Looks like they run the ball. We don't have number 11's name on our roster here, but he gets the carry. Actually, looks like Breck Williams is his name, a sophomore. So they're mixing up the quarterback for Caney Valley between him and freshman. He's looking for a pass there intended for Eric Kaiser and overthrew him. Bodie Eisenhower was on the coverage for the Buffaloes. It's going to bring up 4th down and long. And it looks like Caney Valley will get into punt formation. Prairie View is going to have 2 receivers back for the punt. It's going to be Otis Jacobs and Bodie Eisenhower back deep. .401 to play. Here comes the punt. And it was already touched. It was already touched, looked like it was anyway, by one of the Caney Valley players, but we're going to see where they down. Now the refs are talking about that. And we'll see where they place it. Looks like they are going to move the ball up on that punt. One of the Caney Valley players did get his hand on it before it hit the turf, so Prairie View is going to get the ball there at the 28-yard line to start this drive. 3:52 to play here in the first quarter. Caney Valley comes from District 1 3A. They were the 4th seed. And of course, Prairie View, the District 2 champions at 8-0 this season. And in the shotgun, Justin Scott, he hands it off. We'll see who that was. Yeah, it was Hunter Boone on the carry. So a little mix-up, a little different show on formation for Prairie View. Gain of 2 on the play. We got another officials timeout. It looks like not a timeout, but actually they're making sure the spot is right. 30-yard line is where Prairie View's got it. Second down. From the shotgun, Justin Scott's going to run it himself. And there's just a herd of bullpups, I guess you would want to call them. Looks like a loss on the play. Well, Caney Valley's got some big defensive linemen. This certainly is looking to be like it's going to be a battle of the offensive and defensive lines for both of these teams. Got a 3rd down and 8 with 2:38 to play. And Justin Scott comes up under center. Fake. He's going to throw. Looks like it's complete. It's going to be good enough for a first down. Dylan Schweer, wide receiver for Prairie View, makes the catch on that, and Prairie View gets the first down. They'll be at the 40-yard line. It was a gain of 10, a 10-yard pass. So Prairie View showing some different looks, shotgun and under center, as Justin Scott trying to change things up to move this ball down the line. It's a 7-0 lead for Caney Valley. 2:25 to go here in the first. Justin Scott again up under center. Two backs in the backfield. And it's Hunter Boone with the carry. Hunter Boone on the season's been averaging about 7 yards a carry. And again, he's just under 1,000 yards this year, 965 rushing yards coming into this game. Prairie View's going to have its second down now at the 44-yard line. One receiver on each side out, two in the backfield. Justin Scott under center. And we've got receiver in motion. Handoff. Actually a pitch off to Hunter Boone. And he's going all the way around the end. Hunter Boone rumbles down to about the 2, maybe 3, 4-yard line. Looks like where they're going to spot it. But there you go. 7 yards on average a carry, but Hunter Boone certainly capable of making the breakaway runs like he did. And he's a tough runner, too. Takes a lot to take him down. Hunter Boone on the big gain for the Buffaloes, and they're knocking at the door now. 4-yard line, first and goal. Boy, they even faked us out on that one. It was a fake handoff and then a pitch out to Boone, who just took it a mile down the field. First and goal, one receiver to the left. Looks like Damian Klein got it. He rumbles ahead. I'm sorry, it was Hunter Boone. Looks like he gained a couple of yards, and it'll be second and goal for Prairie View. Clock is running. It's about 40 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Otis Jacobs and Hunter Boone in the backfield. Justin Scott under center for the Buffs. Pitch out to Boone. He's going to try to go around the right side, and he's in. Touchdown, Hunter Boone. Prairie View touchdown. And we'll see what they want to do, if they're going to kick or go for two. It looks like they're lining up for a point after attempt. Looks like it's Damian Klein lining up to kick the extra point with 19 to go. And it's a fake. A pass. Otis Jacobs, almost intended for Otis Jacobs, who almost made the catch. So the extra point, 2-point attempt was no good. Hard to say. It looked like Prairie View was lined up for the point after, and I don't know if it was a botched snap or if that was an intended fake, but nonetheless it did not work for Prairie View. They're down 7-6 to Caney Valley with 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And Prairie View will be kicking off here. Looks like he got it at about the 15-yard line. Herd of Buffaloes there to bring him down. Pretty sure that was Tanner Rose on the return for the Bullpups. Chase Bloodgood, another name you're going to hear a lot of tonight, made the tackle on that play. It's going to be first down and 10 now for the Bullpups at the 21-yard line. 11 seconds left here in the first. Should be the last play. We're in the wishbone. Handoff going nowhere. A nice Buffalo stop right there for at least no gain on the play. We'll see where they spotted it. That will be the end of the first quarter. So Prairie View down one here after the first quarter to Caney Valley. Definitely a run-heavy game here. 7-6 after one. So we're about to start the second quarter here in Lacine, Kansas, Prairie View Buffalo football field. It is 7-6 Caney Valley. And they will have the ball second down and 10 at the 26-yard line. Second down and 10, they line up in the wishbone. Looks like a flag on the play, and it's probably going to be a false start, as it is. 5-yard penalty on Caney Valley, so they're going to back it up. It'll make it second and 15 at the 21. So Caney Valley appears to be juggling quarterbacks. Right now, Deron Davis is in. He's a freshman quarterback. And they line up again in the wishbone. Prairie View is right there to stop them, anticipating that run. Colby Garrettson was there on the initial stop for the Buffaloes. Brings up about a third down and 15. And as you can see, they'll spread it out now. 3 receivers on the left, 1 on the right. Here's a throw. It's complete. That pass was complete from Breck Williams to Tanner Rose. It's going to be very close. It is close and good enough for a Caney Valley first down. So a different look there for the Bullpups. Run-heavy offense. They spread out 3 on that last play on the left and 1 on the right, and it worked for them. Back in the wishbone. And we do have a flag on the play. It looked like Prairie View might have jumped off sides on that one. We'll see what the call is. Yes, it's offsides on Prairie View. That'll be good for 5. First down and 5 now from the 42-yard line. Handoff. Some tough running going on here. That was a handoff to Eric Kaiser. Tough run there. Looks like it's good enough for a first down. And the Bullpups will be at the 49-yard line of Prairie View now with a first down. They continue to drive. Run heavy. Here we go again. Prairie View anticipated that one. Looks like it may have been a loss on the play. Colton McCammon right there to head the stop for the Buffaloes. I guess there was no loss, no gain on the play. It's about the 49-yard line still of the Buffaloes for Caney Valley. We got 10-16 remaining here in the second quarter. 7-6 lead for the Bullpups. Second down and 10 under center. Pitch out to Tanner Rose. Looks like he may have lost the ball. We'll see. Clear over on the other side of the field, so bear with us here, folks. We'll see what happened here. It did look like he fumbled the ball. Haven't seen a change of possession signal yet. Yeah, fumbled out of bounds. So they'll retain possession. It's going to be a third down, though. And a big loss on the play there. A loss about 5 on the play. Brings up a third down and 14. And again, Breck Williams now in at the quarterback for the Bullpups as they come to the line. Again in the wishbone. There's a pitch out. Looks like it's going to be a pass. And he's got him. The pitch out from Breck Williams to Tanner Rose. And that was a big gain for the Bullpups. Caught Prairie View off guard there a little bit. Looked like a run. Ended up being a halfback pass. It's going to be at the